Good afternoon, it's Chad Leeds with Beast Performance. Today we're going to go over hip bridging. This is good for exercises during warm-up, even those who may be very deconditioned and need it during a workout. What we're looking at here is teaching them how to do the hip bridging properly and when it's appropriate. So we use it for sprinters who may be lacking hip extension. We use it for individuals who have tight hip flexors, weak glutes, weak hamstrings, weak core. So it can be used for a variety of different things. But most importantly, it's important that we teach individuals how to do a proper hip hinging movement like a deadlift or a jump or things like that by using the correct musculature instead of just using the back or using the quads or something along those lines. So I have a lacrosse ball here with me, which allows me to help teach people how to brace their core. So if I were to have somebody laying on their back and I drop the ball or act like I'm going to drop the ball in their stomach, they'll brace their core. That's the type of bracing that we want to have during this movement. So I'm going to start by showing you how to do the most basic hip bridging progression. So start by laying on your back. You want your knees bent to about 90 degrees or so, and then do the little hip or the ball drop test so that they can see what it feels like to brace their core. So you got like they'll drop it, they'll brace their core, have them relax their head. If they need a little help, they can lay their hands to their side. Otherwise, just have them rest on their chest or their stomach. From this position, they hold that core tight, and they're just pushing the hips up like that. So what you don't want to see is this movement, okay? That's when they're using too much low back. Instead, brace the core, drive the hips up. That's progression number one. Progression number two is one of two different ways. You can have them do the same movement starting, pushing up, lifting, and then back down. You can also have them hip bridge like this. The very last thing that you want to do for the hip progression is use this ball here, place into the hip. Now we're getting a psoas activation, okay? So by placing this in and trying to squeeze it into my stomach, I get my hip angle less than 90 degrees. Now I'm targeting that psoas iliacus musculature to actually pull the knee toward my chest, and then hip bridge from that position there, okay? So those are three different hip bridging basic exercises. I'd say test it out, use it for warm-up, maybe some correctives, and if needed during the workout as well.